Well, hello there, it's Ronnie Doss. Welcome to the Like a Doss podcast. Today, I'm just going to share a few things with you very quickly that I shared on one of my social media platforms, and I think it's worth sharing here because these are the rules that I have said that I live with every day. Now, one of the things I said on my social media is that these rules can change. I doubt that they will, but ultimately, these are three things that I remind myself every day of that have helped me to keep growing and to keep getting better in whatever it is that I'm focusing on. And right now in my life, I'm focusing on being a better dad, being a better spouse, right? Being a better family member, but also building my business, being better as a leader, as an employer, being better as someone who's impacting and influencing the world. Like I'm working to get better at that. And so these are three things that I'm standing for in my life, and hopefully you can assimilate these into yours and we'll get something out of this. And if you do, my request would be that you like this or share it and maybe get this information to somebody else, because who knows what they might take from it and how it might help them to make better life choices and improve the quality of their life or to make a bigger impact on our planet. Because you've heard me say it before, it is our planet. It's the one that we have been gifted. It's the one that we get to make sure that we take care of, and that includes the people that are here on this planet as well. So with that, the three things. First things first, out of the gate, what I always say to myself is if I have time to complain, maybe I'm not serious about success. And what that means is if I'm spending my creative energy building an argument versus creating a solution, then I may be more committed to just getting attention. You know, some people complain about everything. The moment they get on the phone with you, the moment that you see them, well, you know, it's just so tough. This is what's going on. And ultimately, what I'm saying is that's a cop-out. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't see something in your life that needs to change and that you can't speak to it. I'm actually saying the contrary to that. You do need to speak to things that could change in your life. However, if you haven't packaged your complaint well in a way that you're articulating ideas that could cause people to want to systemize solutions and move forward, then if you're continually talking about something, but it's not from the place of solution, then you're probably just complaining and you're probably more committed to attention than you are leading and moving people forward. Because I believe that leaders find solutions, and you're not typically looking for solutions when you're complaining. You're just getting something off your chest, so to speak. So that's the first rule, right? I'm always looking at how I'm speaking and what I'm saying. Is it about solution or am I just complaining? Doesn't mean I'm perfect, right? But at least I'm reminding myself of these things to check myself and catch myself in certain behaviors. Here's the second thing. This one is a big one for me because I think all of us can recognize in our own life how this shows up, especially when it comes to people that want to be entrepreneurs or business owners, right? Starting a new career, new relationship. Here's the big one. If I won't do more than is requested of me, then I'm going to stay at the same level that I've already been on, and that's just not an option now. And when I say now, right, I'm almost 44 years old. I'll turn 44 this coming month of June, right, 2019. I'm excited. 44 sounds like a cool number, right? But what I've learned is there's certain things that are not okay for me, and what's not okay for me is staying on the same level that I've been at. Now, I'm proud of where I'm at. You bet. Have we worked hard to get here? You bet. My family, my team, the people that I work with, absolutely to get to where we are, to have the opportunities that we have. I'm proud of that. And know that I'm not staying there. When I turn 45, I want to be a little further down the road. I want to have created a little more success, have a little greater capacity than I have right now. And what does that require? It requires doing the work, and I believe it requires doing more than is asked of me. If I'm only going to do what's already been asked, right? It's almost like saying, if I'm only going to do what I'm already being paid for, then I'm probably not going to be paid for more than I'm already doing. And so I'm always trying to do a little extra, right? With my team, my clients, my family, do a little extra. Am I perfect? No. But am I working at it? Yes. I would recommend you doing the same. If somebody gives you an opportunity to show up and do something with them, to work with them, allow you to be a client, do a little more than is expected. It will carry so much more weight for you, right? And even if you don't get something back directly from that person because you gave a little more, I ultimately believe that the universe rewards us. I believe it balances itself out. So do more than is expected. You'll be glad that you did. And if you're just starting out, right, young person, new business, or even if you've been around for a while and you're starting a new business, make it your goal to always take initiative and to solve problems or answer requests that maybe haven't even been known yet. Think about that. Like my mentor years ago said, Ronnie, would you like a raise? Right? Is when I first started working with him. I said, yes. And then he said, well, then solve a problem you're not already solving. And I thought, wow, that sounds kind of rude, but you know how much truth there is in that? I'm an employer. I've got people that I pay to work with me, right? So I know that I'm hoping people will say, we'll do a little more than what's asked. And you don't have to pay us for that. We'll do it because we're bought in. And over time, when you see that, everybody grows together. I think this works in any area of our life, right? But especially when it comes to our occupation and what it is that we're doing. Here's number 3, and I'm done. I said in this, one of my rules for life, number 3 was, I don't spend time with people that aren't pushing their life forward. I said lazy and casual is contagious. Now, please hear me. I am not in any way being judgmental and saying that if someone doesn't produce X number of results and have X number of revenue and produce X number of assets, that they are lazy or that they are not successful. That is not what I'm saying. I don't know why I always remind people of this, but here's the deal, right? We all have an opportunity to work and to get better, all of us. But if I'm not doing that and I'm not serious about moving my life forward, then I rip the world off. That's what I believe. Now, that's just my perspective. And so that's what I use to hold me accountable to whatever it is that I know I need to do to move my life forward. So I don't spend a lot of time with people that aren't moving their life forward because that energy is contagious. In me, I am just like every other human being on this planet, where my creative brain looks for shortcuts because I know that that preserves energy, and I want to preserve energy so I can be around. I don't want to die, right? That's how our brain works. And so we're always looking for shortcuts. However, looking for shortcuts but always taking the path of least resistance are two very different things. Shortcuts are smart. Innovation is good. That's how we have conveniences in our home, like air conditioning and heat and water, filtered water, running water. Like those are conveniences. Somebody had to figure out ways to make that happen, to make life a little more convenient for people. But always being a person that takes the path of least resistance and not doing the work, I think, is lazy. You can work hard physically, but not work hard mentally, and I don't think it's going to produce great results. You can work hard mentally, but not work hard physically, and I don't think it's going to produce great results. I believe you got to do both. And so for me, I like being around people that are willing to do both. I don't want to stay on the same level. I am sure that you don't want to either, and so I'm excited about supporting you however that looks. If you want to be a part of our video memberships, you can do that. RonnieDoss.com/dig, D-I-G. That's the context for where we're going now. We got some video resources available there. RonnieDoss.com/dig. And then also at our DossTeam.com website, we've got audio resources there. But here, listen, if this has benefited you, please share it with somebody, right? Forward it on to somebody. Maybe they'll get something out of it. Help them to move their life forward, right? It's how we contribute. We share information. If this has been valuable for you, I would ask that you do that. Either way, though, I appreciate you. You are awesome. Thanks for stepping up. Thanks for investing this into your mind, into your heart, into your life. And I look forward to talking to you again really soon. Take care.